Ellen, welcome to Bachelor Happy Hour. How are
Thank
you?
you.
We're so happy. Honestly, we have not interviewed you yet, and you were such a
I can't believe this is our first time having you.
yeah, you were such
I'm so happy to be here.
a main. I don't want to say character because it's not the right word, but you
Contestant.
were, yeah, you captured America's hearts and mine because I was
Joe was really Team Ellen.
I really was. But yeah, so how was everything tonight? How was seeing the women when you first got there?
I think I was most excited about that more than anything else because I've come to terms with the closure with Gerry and I pulled out all the positive things from it instead of just looking at the negative. You know, I gained a lot of confidence from going through this experience, and I learned to take myself more seriously and to concentrate on me instead of everybody else around me. And it's sort of nice thinking about me for a change, you know, and getting all those special things during the show and the attention. And it was hard in the beginning. I mean, it really was. And
yeah.
Now I'm sort of really liking it.
Good. You should enjoy it.
How does it feel? How does it feel watching yourself back?
It's not me. It's not me on there. It's just
but
like
it is you, Ellen.
Yeah. What do you mean?
It just feels like an out of body experience. Like I'm watching it, the first episode with my family and some friends, and it doesn't connect. That was me doing that, you know, and really humbly, honestly, I really did not feel that was me. And then the whole thing comes together with the friendships and, you know, seeing Gerry and talking to him later on, you know, this evening, and it's really, really did happen. And I think I'm a better person for it too. So yeah, it's weird.
It's amazing. It really is such a unique experience that does show you, like, I feel like I learned so much about myself as a person and also grew so much as a person being on the show.
And that's honestly, that's how we feel too. Like we're kind of like, oh, that wasn't me on the show. And then we look at each other and we're like, nope.
It was us because now we're engaged. We're married.
Such a strange feeling, you know, it really is. It, you know, especially never being in front of camera before, never ever talking in interviews before, you know, except for job interviews. I mean, other than that, you know, it was, I mean, really, it was the best experience of my life. Honestly, it really was.
So before Gerry comes out, you have a chat with Jesse and kind of talk about your time with Gerry. You show off your beautiful earrings that you're wearing tonight, which are gorgeous. Yeah. Also, I was so jealous of your date because I love Michael Oh my God.
Costello.
Costello. I almost said Costello.
Yeah, you really love him.
No, I do. I have a bunch of his dresses. I have a bunch of his dresses. But you also, you know, on top of all the light, happy conversation, you talked about your friend Roberta, and her daughter was in the audience tonight. What did that mean to see her there?
I don't know if you knew this, but I didn't know she was going to be there. And I had just finished saying, well, her daughter Courtney and my children, and we're all watching the episode for the first time. And then Jesse made the indication that there was someone here that was very special. And next thing I know, I said her name, and the next thing I turn around and I said to Jesse, can I go down to see her? I mean, I didn't know what I was supposed to do. And that was a good hug. You know, getting a hug from Courtney was very special. It made me feel like her mom was there.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, we are very sorry for your loss. And
yeah, it's a lot.
The story was a lot and very heartbreaking, but it was a beautiful moment to see you with her daughter. And I think, you know, probably felt like she was there in spirit with you tonight.
She was. And actually, there was sounds coming from the ceiling. And my producer said, you know, maybe that was Roberta. I mean, it was really loud, like, you know, it was really tricky. But I said, don't even think that. I can't even go there. Oh, God.
Life's been crazy enough these past few months for you. Seeing
best thing ever.
Seeing Gerry tonight. Now, before seeing him tonight, did you feel like you did have closure?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So then how did it make you feel just seeing him tonight?
Actually, I felt really happy for him. I figured I'm sure he found happiness. He found the girl that was good for him. I've learned from this whole experience that if I'm going to be involved with someone, they better like me or love me as much as I love them, because otherwise it's not a relationship. It's one-sided. And once I got over the fact that I didn't get the rose that I was expecting to get or hoping to get, I realized, well, I don't know if I would be a good match to him anyway, because if he doesn't want me as much as I wanted him, then the connection wouldn't be there. And I'm really open to that. Especially at this stage in my life. I made a really wonderful life for myself, and I'm sure the person that I would date or go out with made a decent life for themselves. We're at the stage now where most of us are retired, and I don't want to give all that up, and I'm sure that person doesn't either, and it comes to terms with it and join forces. And I mentioned to Gerry I wanted a teammate, and he wasn't my player, that was it. So it's okay.
Yeah, it is okay. And you seem to be in a really good place, and everyone loves you. We love you. Before we let you go, I got to ask real quick.
Sure.
Who was the best pickleball player on that court that
day? Good question, Joe.
You? I knew it was you. It was you, right? Okay.
I have a team. I am a captain of a team. So
there we go.
I am in Delray Beach, and the beginning was like really cool. Like everybody's like, "Oh my God, she's the captain of the team!" And then we go to these different communities, and they all want to like take selfies and stuff. And the girls on my team are like rolling their eyes, like, "Oh, here we go again!" Like let's just play pickleball.
You're a pickleball celeb. Oh, look, we've got a double interview going on now. We've got Natascha coming in too.
Well, Ellen, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you for being Team Ellen. I appreciate that.
You got it.
Thanks, Ellen.
All right. Natascha just jumps right on in. I love that. Let's go. How you feeling tonight?
I feel amazing, and so are both of you.
Oh, thank you. We feel amazing.
Stop moving around, right?
We're very happy to have you here today.
I'm happy that you are having me here, and I'm happy to be here.
Good. I'm glad.
So how did it feel seeing all the women tonight?
Oh,
actually, you know what? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. How did it feel watching Stephen A. Smith talk about you? Did you see that? Because I know you saw that.
So many people sent me that over and over again. But let me tell you, I was blown away when he said, "Look at Natascha. Go back to Natascha. No, go back to her. Look at that." And I was like, okay, I might need to jump in Stephen A. DMs or Stephen A. I'm going to put it right out there. Stephen A., I'd love to meet you in person. I sent him a little message and stuff on there and told him thank you for shouting me out and all the women out on the Golden Bachelor. So I was really happy that he gave us a shout out. I figured if we made the sports segment,
You're making it.
You know what I'm saying? If we crawl up in the men's sports arena, honey, we saying something.
I was gonna say, like, the fact that Golden Bachelor has made its way into men's sports, like, that's how you know it's a big deal. That's definitely never happened before.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. Okay, so tonight, how was it being back, seeing all the women? It's been a few months.
It was like being home.
Okay.
Do you know when you're not home and then you go home and everybody loves and hugs on you and tells you great things and just kiss you up and all that? That's what it felt like. It felt like being home. It felt like love overflow, like a home cooked meal and dessert.
Wow.
Wow, it sounds pretty good. No, the tell-alls are the best. They're so much fun.
But you know what I wonder, and I think this even in our case too. Like all these women are now, you guys, you went through this, so you have this special bond and you are so close. But do you think, like, let's say at your gym or your health club, wherever you met one of these women, there's a good chance you guys might not you'd meet and not even be friends. And now you're bonded together for life. Do you ever look at it like that?
Here's how I look at it. I look at it, if I would have said no to the opportunity to be on the show, I probably would have never met any of these women. If I would have met these women in real life, I probably would have bonded with them because that's just the kind of person I am. My niece tells me everywhere you go, you make community, you make family. And the reason why I do that is because I like to feel comfortable where I am. So I like to know people, get to know people, create a relationship or community where I'm at because I need to be in a space where I feel safe. And that's just who I am.
You're a people person.
Yeah. I'm an introvert extrovert, quite honest with you.
That's been the most popular answer. We asked a lot of the women if they were introverted or extroverted in our like rapid fire questions rounds, and a lot of people say they're in the middle.
I wouldn't say I'm in the middle. What I would say is, like, you see how energetic I am. Most people are like, you wake up like that in the morning, don't you? And I'm like, no, I don't. When I wake up in the morning, I like quiet. It has to be quiet. I've actually been in a hotel with next to no TV. So I have no sound, no music, whatever, in the morning and in the evening. Like, I have to have my downtime in the AM and in the PM. I cannot have all of that because that's my resetting time. And so that would be like the introverted part of me, and the extroverted part of me would be when I'm like here, out and about, be on television or be on social media. You see that extrovert come out, and so I wouldn't say I'm in the middle. It's just that I become an introvert in order to recharge, and I'm an extrovert when I'm charged up.
Well, tonight we definitely saw the charged up, extroverted version of Natascha, which was so exciting. Tonight was a big night. There was lots that happened. What were your favorite moments, your standouts from the night?
What was my big moment to stand out for the night? I would say, do you mean on the show, during the show?
Yeah, during the Women Tell All tonight.
What stood out for me was just being there. It was like live. I've seen this on TV, but it's not. It's completely different. It's surreal to be in the moment and be on the stage and do this live. And I think the bloopers were like the funniest and the part that stood out most to me, because you got a chance to see everybody being silly, or messing up or doing, being their authentic self,
Yeah.
The bloopers are always great because it can get really heavy at these tell-alls. Obviously, there's a lot of serious conversations happening, and it's so nice to end on this light, fun note.
It is.
Well, Natascha, thank you so much for hopping on, and we loved watching you, and you have such a great energy. So thank you so much for coming to Happy Hour.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. Thank you for having me, and I loved being here, and great to meet both of you.
Great to meet you as well. Have
Enjoy your night. Congratulations on being done.
And let me tell you this, if nobody's told you that they love you today, let me be the first to say I love you, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. Go be amazing, because you both are.
Thank you.
Love that.
Wow.